Hello and welcome back to Jack's FSX videos. Today, as you can see, we're going to be doing a full flight in this Aer Lingus Airbus A320 from Dublin here in Ireland over to Manchester in the UK. So we are all ready to go, pretty much, ready to get a push, not a pushback, ready to talk to ATC is what I meant to say there. And as you can see, it is dawn because I don't really tend to mess around with my weather and my like time of day too much on this game. I tend to just always have it like clear skies, or sorry, fair weather, and have it like, you know, just daytime basically. I don't tend to mess around with that or change it up too much, but it's good to see I'm at least in the right place with the Aer Lingus aircraft here. We are on an A320, A321 next to us. Just after he's read this, I'm actually just going to go in and turn this volume down. It's a bit too loud for my liking, so one moment. Right, let's see how that is. Yeah, that's much better. And a plane has appeared while we did that, so that's good to know. Yeah, yep, there you go. Another plane appeared over there. Right, so once we get all this read back done, we're just going to set this into here, ready to go. Obviously, this won't be a completely full flight, as I always cut them once we've taken off. I'm going to cut it a little bit earlier than usual today, this time. Just because, to be honest, I am in a little bit of a hurry. Not going to lie. It's 3 PM and this has got to be up for 6 PM, but I've got to be at work at 5 PM tonight, which is probably not the best idea. Right, so what we're doing here, so speed, let's set that up to 250. And we are not, as you can already see, we are not doing a manual flight this time. I know you guys seem to like those, but we've still got to mix it up. We've still got to do some autopilot flights. Whether I'm going to do a manual landing or not, I'm not sure yet. But for now, we're just gonna keep it as for now, I think we're just gonna go ahead and do an ILS landing once we get there. But I don't know. We'll see what happens once we're there. I might end up doing a manual landing. So I think we are all good to go. So let's just get IFR for taxi. So we should hopefully see the sun rise once we are up in the air. I haven't actually been to Dublin Airport in this game for ages. Same for using an Aer Lingus plane. I mean, I've had these aircraft for absolute ages, but I've never really used them. I think I've used it once when I did a landing at Dublin in an Aer Lingus plane. So, you know, there we go. So sorry, Ireland, if you've been waiting for these videos. So, right, there we go. Let's just turn on progressive taxi because I don't have any airport charts in front of me. Yeah, so we need to push back to the right. And it's a pretty short taxi over there. That's good to know. So let's get rid of that for now. Make sure our passenger seatbelts, yeah, and smoking's all on. Right, so I think we're all set up to go unless I feel like I'm missing something, but hopefully we're not. So let's just take the parking brake on and get a pushback to the right. There we go. Now that's obviously if it does actually push us back to the right, because if you watch the live stream, the last live stream, you'll know that it didn't. I think it was the live stream. So just while it's doing that, although it will pause when as soon as I click off, but I'll just quickly show you the flight. So that is it there, just to show you the route in case you don't know where Dublin or Manchester are in the world. There they are basically. So that is the route that we are taking. Very slow this Google Maps, but okay, that is ultra slow, so we're just going to leave that. But yeah, you saw that, you saw the route. So yeah, okay, we are getting pushed back to the right, but as usual, way too early. Oh, okay, that Etihad aircraft is just deciding to spin around there and do its own thing. That's a bit weird. I feel like our taxi lights should be on though. In fact, we should have most of these things on whilst we head on out. What's that one? Recognition, we need those on. I am going to keep my wing and logo lights on because it's still pretty dark, isn't it? You know, so we are going to keep those on. We probably, by the time we land, we can probably turn them off though. Right, so that is us stopped there. So let's turn everything, make sure everything's on. Yeah, that's all good to go, isn't it? So let's turn these engines on and get my flaps set up. There we go, they're coming out there. That's on start, yeah, good. So engines are warming up and getting going. Starting with engine 1, which is this one just here. You can see that starting to spin around. There we go. Flight time in real life, I think, is exactly an hour. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what I saw on Google. It's exactly an hour. So the video will probably end up being a little bit less than that, because although I'm going to cut out the middle bit, like I cut it as soon as pretty much as soon as I'm going to take off. And this time, well, I don't know, we'll climb to at least 10,000 or something. Yeah, so instead of like doing the whole flight, I cut it then and then do it as we're coming in for landing. But obviously it doesn't include all this taxiing and the taxiing on the ground after we've landed. Right, so we're good to go, aren't we? Got both engines going, everything's set up here. Yeah, so right, let's go then. Bring on the throttle and head over to the runway. That Etihad aircraft looks like it's going to take off just before us. I've got an interesting story actually. I'll probably tell it once I'm in the air. It's about when my mum just went on a flight from Dubai, because she went to Dubai for, okay, we're about to hit that. Okay, we should probably wait for him to clear off first. I didn't really think about that. I just realised we're about to hit that that pushback truck. Yeah, but it's about my mum. She went on a flight from Dubai. I made that sound like I was thinking about it. Yeah, she went on a flight from Dubai about a week ago, and she basically had to get diverted to Manchester. But more on that, guys, once we're in there. I'm sure you're dying to hear that. But I just thought I'd tell you, because it's relatively interesting, to be honest. Like, it's not your everyday thing. Right, so I'm assuming this Etihad is going to overtake. I keep saying overtake. Take off before we get there, unless there's obviously a plane on final waiting to land. Let's actually get on the line here, maybe. Other planes I can hear are getting ready to taxi. I hate these little bends. Like, look, it goes left. It goes right and then immediately left. Like, what is the point? I hate them. Seems like a waste of time. But, yeah, very short taxi, which I do like. I hate long taxis in FSX. I wonder if pilots hate them, like in real life. Do pilots like look at it and think, oh, that's such a long taxi. I'm not doing that. Like, I don't know. If it's one of those things in the aviation community. What am I doing? Get over here. It looks a lot different inside the cockpit for some reason. Usually I'm quite good at taxiing these on the line. But as soon as I go out, I realise, oh, I'm actually not on the line. Right, I think I'm pretty much on the line there. We're going to stop here. Yeah, see, I'm pretty much almost on the line there. I don't know. Okay. Right, so this guy needs to take off. Let's just tune in the tower. Ready to do it. Although, actually, we'll probably stay on ground because it doesn't look like we're quite close enough. Is there a flight coming in then? I don't see anything. Hope I'm not waiting here for a while, because I do not like waiting here either. I just like to get in the air. That is what I like to do. And I think I've set it to winter time on the game, I think. Which is why the ground is not green and it's more of a sand colour for whatever reason. Not sure if it's meant to be like that, but I'm pretty sure it's green all the year round. And if anything, surely it'd be greener in like winter or something. I don't know. It depends on the country, I guess. Like, I know Australia, it's greener in the winter. I'm pretty sure. Like, if you're from Australia, and I've got that completely wrong. Sorry, but that's the impression I got. No doubt this plane behind us is going to stop. Yeah, miles away. Oh no, he hasn't quite stopped. But usually in this game, they tend to stop miles behind me. Yeah, there you go. That's me. I'm the A320. And this is actually a real flight, by the way, guys. This is a real flight. What was that? It just lit up. Was it just the sun coming up or something? Yeah, this is actually a real flight. An early morning flight from Dublin to Manchester in an Aer Lingus A320 specifically, which is good. Right, I'm not being funny, guys, but I think the game has once again glitched out. So, I fear that this isn't going to really work very well. and that this Etihad plane is not going to take off. So I'm just going to edge forward to see if we can tune into the tower so that we can request permission for takeoff. But obviously if they approve it, then that definitely means that they've glitched out this plane. Right, we haven't got anything yet, which worries me. Like, this is dangerously close. We should not be this close to this plane in real life. I mean, to be fair, look at that. He's about to ram into the back of that one. This guy's just turning his taxi lights on and off. He's having some fun. So's that one. What, they're both doing it. Great. They're just having some a little disco with their lights. Right. This is stupidly close. Look at this. We're going to have to cut into it, guys. I'm going to cut the video. Hold on. Okay, guys. I literally just got to the front of that. I did have to cut into that plane. Okay, it's disappeared. Great. And it immediately cleared me for takeoff. Oh, yeah, I got to acknowledge that. So, yeah, that plane was definitely glitched out. I don't know what happened there, so I did just cut that out. Don't want to ruin the realism for you guys. So, right, what am I doing here? Acknowledge, please. Yes, right. So, turn on my strobe and landing lights, and we're good to go then, aren't we? Full 50% throttle, and then up to 100% in a second. I feel like we need to zoom out a little bit. There we go. That's better. That is much better. Yeah, so they will be taking off just afterwards. And we're taking off just now. 100 knots. 120. There we go. Rotate. When we're airborne. Positive rate. Gear up. Right, so let's turn all this stuff on. So that is all managed. Let's turn on flight director switch while we're at it. Contact Dublin departure. Let's acknowledge that handoff. Oh, what's it doing? There we go. And the flaps can come in as well. And that is it. We are airborne. So once we get in contact with Dublin, which we should be doing, then we'll be good to start turning to the right over towards Manchester. Because in case you didn't know, by that map, Dublin is on the coast. Turn left heading. Why do you want me to turn left? But okay, if you want. I mean, I would have thought we'd be turning right. Like, look at that. I don't know where this is taking me, but I'll let it do its thing. And that wasn't really much of a left turn, was it? We're now pretty much on 335. Oh, it's not going to be one of those episodes with a really busy server. Like, I remember that landing that we did at Los Angeles on Tectonic. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out. It's on my other channel, Tectonic. Because I do play FSX on that channel and Flight Sim World. Basically, I was coming into land at Los Angeles Airport, and literally, I was counting how I couldn't even count, to be honest, how many planes there were in the sky, how many planes I could see, because it was like this sort of time of day. Or no, it wasn't actually. Sorry, it was sunset, but it was this sort of lighting almost, and you could see the lights in the distance, and I was literally counting how many planes there were around us. It was like 20 odd. I don't know, maybe even more than that. Like something ridiculous, and I couldn't even get a word in edgeway on the frequency. Right. That's better. Turn right heading 125. Don't know why they needed me to turn left there a little bit. Let's just acknowledge that. 125. There we go. All good, all good. So we're just coming up to cloud level now. I actually tried out the thunderstorms on Rex, like a full-on thunderstorm, like even in the advanced settings, and it looks so good. So I might do a video on that, like just showing you a quick flight in that, because it looks so good, the thunderstorms in Rex, like just how they've done the clouds. So yeah, we are turning over to the right, which is good, because the UK is over that way, believe it or not. And then once I'd say we're at, I don't know, 15,000, I'll cut the video. And once we're well on course, I'll put it onto the navigation hold in a second. But we've got to go to heading 125. So we are now just coming back over the line of takeoff from the airport, which I can't quite see. Is that it? No. Where's the airport gone? Must be behind these clouds. I can't really see it. Let's have a look. Slightly... It's that way, it's saying. Oh, it must be behind there or so. Maybe it is that, but it's just... I don't know. It's somewhere over there, guys. Like, you know where we took off. You saw it. Right, contact Shanghai Centre. I flew to Shanghai in FSX before, I think. I don't think I did a video on it, though. That's way, way back. Right, so we're almost at 10,000, so we can turn our stuff off soon. In fact, we are now just at 10,000. Climb and maintain 17,000. I hate it when they does that. Like, your plane just levels off, and then it's like, oh, climb up again. There we go. Yep, acknowledge. Come on. There we go. Right. So we are now at 10,000, so we can turn off our wing, logo, and landing and taxi lights. So they're all off now. Look at that sunrise. It wouldn't be too good for the pilots, though. I mean, look at that. They're almost flying into the sun. I do like the look of this plane, though. Like, with the Aer Lingus livery. Like, some liveries just look so bad. Look at that. It's like flying off into the sunset, except it's a sunrise. But the flare on the sun is just so massive. Like, look at that. And then look at that. It looks so much smaller inside the cockpit. There's a plane up there, though. But we're doing okay, I think. So what we're just going to do in a moment... Did they say resume air navigation? I don't think they did they? When did they turn... Oh. Where is it? Turn right heading 125. 335, proceed on course. Yeah, so we'll wait for them to turn left. And then I think we'll do it. We'll resume to our own navigation. So there is another plane just coming by. Traffic is 1 o'clock, 4 miles at 14,000. I think that's him. Cessna Caravan, they look like they're going well fast. Where'd they gone? Is that them up there? They are going rapid, or is it just us going fast? It looks like they're going faster than us. Right, so we're almost back onto our course here. Well, we never were on our course because we just took off. There you go. You can see our entire route. That's pretty much a straight line for a high altitude airways flight on an IFR. It's pretty much a straight line. Oh yeah, but the thing I was going to tell you about my mum was that she was flying back from Dubai to Birmingham. That's like our nearest sort of big international airport. There are other international airports near us, but that's like the one with the most flights and one that actually goes to Dubai. I don't think our next nearest one actually goes. Oh, in fact, our nearest one. Turn left heading 100. Resume our navigation. There we go. So we can now do that. And then we can turn on our navigation hold. Yeah, but she was coming back, and apparently there's this woman like really sick on board, and I mean this was just part of it. It was also snowing that day, like the day that my mum was due to land. Well, due to land. It's almost like there was multiple days that she could have. You know, the day of her flight. Let me just turn that on now. Was it snowed overnight the previous night before. It was proper thick snow, so apparently Birmingham Airport was closed, and the flight then got diverted to Manchester. But also, there was this like woman on board, and they had to like get the plane landed earlier because of, like it was a medical emergency or something. She was just like feeling really sick, and then she got taken off the plane, and then my mum had to get a coach back down to Birmingham, which took a couple hours. I mean, it took a couple hours to get off the plane, and then another hour or so to get the coaches arranged, and then another couple hours to get down to Birmingham. So yeah, wasn't too good, but I'm glad I wasn't on that flight at least. Right, so I think this is now just, yeah, that's just lining up now. We're almost there, look at that. So like I said, once we hit about 15,000, I just realised that we haven't turned our speed up yet. I meant to do that when we hit 10,000. Let's turn it up to 320. That'll be our cruising speed. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I didn't realise that I hadn't done that. So we might as well bring that up. And our fastening seatbelt signs, I also just remembered we haven't also turned off. So there we go. Sorry, passengers in the back. But as our speed has gone up, I've just put that up a little bit, just so we can increase our rate of ascent. Rate of ascent. God, they keep speaking to me, don't they? Contact Manchester Centre already. We're closer to Ireland than we are the UK. Let alone Manchester. It's a really short flight though, it is. But I'll cut it, like I said, once we hit about 15,000-ish. And then we're pretty much lined... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Once we're pretty much lined up with this, which we are now. But we're tuned into Manchester. I like how when you tune in, you never catch them in mid-sentence. They're always just starting a sentence. Like, it's not very realistic. One thing that I have been suggested by one of you guys, a viewer, was a add-on that lets you, like, it's like voice recognition ATC. Like, you speak to it and it understands what you're saying. It sounds really cool. I definitely have to try that out. I'll see exactly what it is. I mean, I literally just had a quick glance at someone. Someone linked it to me, and I had a quick glance at it. But I think that's the impression I was getting. It's like an ATC add-on. Because ATC isn't, we all know it isn't the best in this game. Like, it's quite limited. But yeah, that was all I was going to say there. Right, so how are we doing now? 16,000, and we're on course. So I will see you guys when we come in for landing. I'll show you a quick view around the aircraft again, just to show you what's going on. So there you go. So I'll see you in for landing, because we can now climb to 25,000 feet, and there is the UK. Okay then, guys, we are now just coming in for our descent. We're already at 17,000. As you can see, we've just been cleared to 11,000, which we need to go faster at. So let me just put that down a little bit more. Yeah, so I think we're all on track to go. We are going to do an ILS landing. That is if I remember how to do it. I mean, I just did a tutorial on how to do a 737 ILS landing, but I haven't done one in an Airbus for so long. It feels like months, which it probably is. So we're going to try and remember how to do it, but I'm pretty sure I remember the gist of it, so I don't know, we'll see. I mean, the ILS button is pretty much the only difference between that and the 737, pretty much. But yeah, so we're gonna go for an attempt. We're landing 6 left, so I've already got my frequencies, which is 109 Mach 5 and a course of 55. So it looks like our descent is back okay, because they haven't told us again. So yeah, this is Liverpool, I believe, if my geography of the UK is correct. Anyway, turn right heading 115. So let me just put that on there. There we go, 11. Oh, that's way too much. 115. We're still descending, maintaining 11,000, but no doubt once we get to there, they'll tell us to go to like 3,500, 2,500 to then intercept the ILS. They did tell us ILS, didn't they? Yeah, ILS, runway 6 left. Imagine if they didn't. Yeah, so I think we're doing okay, aren't we? So 11,000, 1,900 descent rate, which is absolutely fine because we're only about 1-2 degrees down. Right, heading 145. Why didn't you just tell me that at first then? There we go. So I'll just bring up the GPS to show you. There we go. So we're now going off our course for the first time. I just realised we should probably turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. We should have probably done that at like 17,000, but again, it's okay. So we won't need our wing or logo lights this time, simply because it's daylight now, but we'll turn on our landing lights once we are below 10,000. I'm going to bring this in a little bit more, because we do need to get ready to make sure we intercept 10,000 feet at 250 knots, which we haven't even reached that 280 yet, which is a bit worrying. But there we go, it seems to be going down now. Engine throttle at 28%. And our descent rate seems alright. As always, guys, make sure to hit the like button if you are enjoying the video so far. And let me know what your suggestions are for any videos, any flights. Not just full flights, but any just videos in general. Do you want to see a certain tutorial, a certain review, a certain landing, a certain takeoff, a certain full flight, even something not like out of the big four? You know, the big four are, you got landings and takeoffs, reviews, tutorials, and full flights. They're like the four main categories of this channel. But if there's anything else that you want to see, something even completely different to what I've done before, then definitely let me know. I'd be very interested to hear what you guys would like me to create for you. So we're just tuning in with Manchester Centre, it looks like now, even though it said contact Liverpool Approach. We have frozen, there we go. I hate it when it does that sometimes. So we're at 11,000 now. We're maintaining 11,000, and there you go. What did you guys say? I said it would take us down to 3,000. That is way too low. 3,000. Let's turn that down to 250. Right, what are you telling me now then? Oh jeez. There we go. What are you telling me? You are 23 miles west, turn left heading 085 even. If I can do anything today, it should be that I can set that up. Clear to ILS runway 6 left, approach, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, contact Manchester Tower. Right. Hopefully we're not too high, because that has been a problem before. But, like I said, I'm just hoping that I'm actually going to remember how to do this, because I fear that I might not remember in this plane, because it's been such a long time. Right, we're going to slow this right down now. Because we are getting closer and closer. I'll put in the nav 1. So what is it? 109 Mark 5. So we're going to activate that now because we don't use nav 1 for anything else. So that just gets that out of the way. I'll set up the course now. Wrong way. To 55. Oh, there we go. 55. So we're going to tune Manchester Tower now. So this is our final approach that we're coming in for. So there is the ILS there. So runway 6 left is our landing, is our destination. But I think we're doing alright. I think. No, we need to be a little bit lower. Definitely. But we've got enough speed to put that down, so that is fine. I mean, like, our speed is low enough to put that down to that sort of degree. In fact, we're going to go to 2,000 because, look, we're still level, so we've got plenty of manoeuvring room on that. Because I do think we are definitely way too high. Which, if you've watched my live streams, you'll know that's a common occurrence with me, and yet I still can never correct myself. So I just need to remember how to do this, which I'm pretty sure I got the general idea. So we're going to reduce our speed down further. Get some flaps out. Oh shoot, I forgot this aircraft can't really do that, this sort of thing. I hate that. That's one thing I hate about the the Airbus aircraft, that it's just got 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, it's got nowhere near the amount of settings it does on other aircraft. Shoot, we need to intercept the ILS. Switch that over to nav. Shoot. I just suddenly looked at that GPS and thought, we're going past it. Like, that's my bad. My bad, guys. I said I was going to forget something, and we did. That is our airport, I'm assuming. No, it's not. Oh my god, guys, we are way too high. Hang fast. Oh my god, I thought that was our airport. That's why I thought, okay, we're doing okay. The diamond is way too low. We're going to have to declare a missed approach, guys. Don't worry, I'm going to cut it, but that is not right. We cannot attempt to land that. You know, for the sake of realism, we've missed that approach. I mean, look at that. There's no way we're coming in to land at that runway there. So we're gonna circle back round. Sorry, guys, don't worry. I'll cut it. But that is the first time I think I've actually genuinely had to properly do it. I mean, I've done some dodgy landings on this channel before. But there we go. Right, so let's just bring that back up a little bit. So turn left heading 290. Should I just leave this in maybe? Maybe I should leave this in because I've never done a missed approach on this game before. So maybe I should leave this in. So heading, let's circle that round to 290. So yeah, there you go. We can see what happens on a missed approach because I don't think I've ever left one of these in before. Turn left heading 290, just going to maintain 3,500. Yeah, I said it'd be about 3,000, 3,500. Expect vectors ILS 6 left approach, turn left heading 260. Oh, we might want to increase our speed again before we stall. Right, what did they say? 260. There we go. Climb maintain 3,500. No problem. Right, so there we go. This is what happens when you miss an approach to an airport, guys. I knew we were too high. I kept saying it, didn't I? I kept saying it. We're going to be too high. We're going to be too high. I bet we're too high. If you watch my live streams, we were too high. And no doubt we were. And then, obviously, it was partly my fault because I activated the ILS a little bit too late. But it's nothing I didn't predict. You can at least say that. I did say that I'm going to forget something, and I did say that we're going to be too high. I mean, I'm not trying to make any excuses, but at least I knew it was going to happen. Unlike some videos where I'm just like, oh. So we're going to tune into Liverpool Approach. In fact, I will cut it because it's going to be quite a big circle. So I'll cut it right now, and we'll come back in for an approach. Okay, so once again, as you can see, we've just been given our new set of instructions. So we are going to follow those and hopefully do this thing right this time. We've still got everything set up there, haven't we? Yes. So let's just contact Manchester Tower now because we are good to get in there. Oh, look, there's a Virgin aircraft. Come on, come on, come on. I need to get in quick. There we go. By the way, tip, you can use your actual numbers for here. I don't know if anyone knows that. You can like use number 1 on your keypad, number 2, number 3. Not on your keypad, sorry, on the numbers along the top. Instead of clicking it. Just a tip. Right. Now let's make sure we do this right. Because we don't want the same mistake as last time. It looks like we're too far away to accept the ILS. Are we going to do it? Yes, we are. Thank God. I thought it looked like we were maybe a bit too far away, but no, we're good. We're good. That is a good start, guys. That is a good start. To the fact that we are gonna. In the fact that we have intercepted the ILS. So we're going to be lined up this time. It's just now a question of height. But I think, again, we're going to be good. I'll click the approach button once we need to. Once that diamond is in the right place. But there's just an outside view again. There's our airport. So we are turning in okay. We're definitely a lot lower and a lot slower this time, which is what we need. Right, so let's just make sure everything is okay. So we are coming in for an ILS, good. So 220, yeah, that's all right for now. It could be a little bit higher. 3,000, yes. So we've intercepted the ILS. We'll wait for that diamond to start falling, and then we'll hit the approach. And yes, I think we're all good to land, and we can start bringing out our flaps soon, very soon. Like I said, the thing that I hate about Airbus flaps is that your first degree of flaps is so much. It's like the equivalent to, like, I don't know, 15, 20 degrees on a Boeing aircraft. You know, when at this point on a Boeing, you'd start getting that 1, 2, 5 degrees going. As for you can't really do that quite yet on this aircraft. It's more automated though, at least. So there is our runway. 6 left. So we are lined up for that, which is a good thing to do, considering our missed approach. But yeah, I'm actually glad I left that in the video now, because that means that you get to see what a approach looks like. So let's see, 3,000. We've got speed 220, heading We're not using course 55. That is good to go. Not much else to do at this point, but wait. Wait for that diamond to start dropping. So if you don't know how to do these ILS landings, I've got two videos now. I've got one showing you how to do it on an Airbus aircraft, exactly the same as this one. I've got one showing you how to do it in a Boeing aircraft. So yeah, make sure you have a look at that. So that diamond is falling, so we're going to switch over to our approach. Speed can rapidly start falling now. Because that will need that once we start actually descending, once that diamond reaches the middle. But other than that, I think we're looking all okay. So gear can come out now. And our flaps. Which will help the aircraft slow down. So there we go. We're now just beginning our descent, it looks like. Now that diamond, there we go. Diamond has reached the middle. So descent is beginning. Let's reduce that down right now to 160. Next degree of flaps out. And we're looking good. We're looking good for our landing. We can actually say that this time. Much better to go for an attempt number 2 than to have tried to land that first time. Plus it would have been highly unrealistic if I actually attempted to land it. But look at that. Perfect approach we're coming in for now. Perfect. Right, so our speed is a little bit too high, but like I said, that's coming down now. 160. Landing speed will probably be around 140. I always just estimate it because I never look at my payload or the wind and stuff like that. It just takes too long. But they're usually around 140. For most aircraft, to be honest, it's usually around 140. Clear to land. Caution them all. Landing runway 6 right. Core blimey. It's a busy airport. As if they're landing on both runways. Airports don't tend to do that when they've got two runways. They tend to do takeoffs on one and landings on the other. I don't see a mall. Is it behind us? Is that it? Or is that... It looks like it looks too big to be a mall. We have got our landing lights on, haven't we? Oh, shit, guys. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Landing lights were on this whole time, guys. Okay? You did not see that. Right. Flaps are full now. And... oh, let's just get our speed right down now to our final approach speed 140. Get rid of that. And we're looking good. Don't see any problems to anticipate. Our lights look okay. Speed is now just approaching landing speed. We're just at 155. Should be at least 145 by the time we land, which will be good enough. Good enough for a game. Yeah, so I think we're good. Let's just have another final look around. We've got two white, 2 red pappy lights, which is good. I hate it when the game keeps doing that. Right, this is it then. This is the final approach. I should probably be inside for this bit. Right, oh yeah, it looks like we are going to hit 140 for our landing speed, which is good then. All went according to plan, guys. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. And there's another plane there coming in to take off, it looks like. Look at that. Perfect approach. 2 white, 2 red. And perfect speed. We're at like 143 knots, which is good, definitely good enough for me. Right, let's turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Speed to 0. A very slight flare. Beautiful. Oh, that is very beautiful. Look at that. Spot on the centre line. Within the touchdown zone. And we can begin to brake. Oh, whoa, whoa, that was a bit too fast. I think I put up my speed, my throttle up again a little bit too fast there. So, speed brakes can come down. And look at that, beautiful. Apart from the slight too fast taxi at the end there. Tune ground, yep. Request taxi to the gates. And let's make sure we do this bit right. Taxi on, strobe off. Nav and logo on, actually. That's they stay on. Don't know what I'm doing. Taxi to gate. Please tell me where to go before I reach this end. Where is it? Oh, it's to the left. What? Okay. What? Usually it goes around like that. Why? This is a sharp bend. But it's doable. So like I said, guys, if you enjoyed the video so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Loads of different kinds of videos on this channel, like I've been mentioning. Tutorials, landings, takeoffs, reviews, full flights. And you can join me in multiplayer on FSX every first Sunday of the month, live on YouTube with my monthly live stream. So make sure to check those out and subscribe. But yeah, beautiful landing at the end there. I'm glad we went for that missed approach because that would have been highly unrealistic. I mean, in a real-world pilot, that wouldn't even cross their mind to attempt that approach. But in my mind, it does, because I'm like, I've got to get to work at 5, guys. Do I have time for this? But yes, I do. Don't worry, I've got plenty of time. It's 3:45 now. I've got an hour until I have to leave the house. But I do still have to edit this. Why am I still moving? I've got to start. I still do have to edit this and upload it before I leave at 4:45, so I've got an hour to do that. Come on, move out the way. Oh yeah, flaps can come out. They, if you're new to FSX, ignore that as well. Flaps can come up once you've left the runway, and speed brake can come down just as you're exiting the runway. See, now, some people say I shouldn't take my view outside the cockpit because that's just sort of like, pilots wouldn't do that. They wouldn't be able to have this sort of view. But pilots, when they come into gates, would have like a system telling them when to stop and like what direction to go in, left or right. This does not have that. And are we going to hit this little truck? I'm very... No, we've just scraped over it. Oh, slightly over. That'll do. Right. That on. Shut down our engines. Turn that off. And seatbelt sign can come off. They can come off. And they can come off. And yes, that's all good to go, isn't it? That way round even is what I meant. So yeah, there we go. That is it. Engines turning off. And we're parked up and ready to disembark the passengers. Not that we have a air bridge or steps, so we're just going to leave the doors closed. But that is it, guys. Like I said, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.